This is a bowl of dirt, and here is some sprinkles. And that's why my YouTube videos suck. Let me explain. You see, a video uploaded to YouTube is kind of like a dessert in a shop. If it looks tasty or potentially satisfies a craving my audience has, they'll give it a try. And when they're consuming it, they'll be thinking one of 4 different things. Number 1, this thing is delicious, and I'm gonna be coming back to this place more often, having this dessert over and over again. Number 2, this was pretty good. Thumbs up. Or number 3, meh, it's okay, I can take it or leave it. And finally, number 4, this tastes like absolute crap and it was a complete waste of my time. Okay, so that last one was a little bit aggressive, but the thing is, most of us novice creators don't even know how to make the most simplest of tasty desserts that would even get the 3rd response. Like even a bowl of vanilla ice cream, something on a basic level that still tastes pretty good. And because we can't even make a simple tasty bowl of vanilla ice cream, we think we need to pile on toppings like sprinkles, caramel sauce, Milo, and more just to make it tasty so people will enjoy it. The thing is, if I'm honest with myself, and if you're honest with yourself, what we're doing here is really just trying to hide the fact that all we're producing is a bowl of dirt. And no matter how many sprinkles, no matter how many tasty toppings you put on a bowl of dirt, it's still gonna taste like crap. Look, I'm not pointing fingers here. In fact, I myself have done this even up until recently, focusing on adding things like After Effects animations, working on advanced thumbnails, doing lots and lots of editing, music, sound effects, just to hide the fact that my content was lacking in a few fundamental areas. And this is an insecurity I myself have had, and I know a lot of other creators have as well. We know we're producing a bowl of dirt, but we still try to dress it up to make it look like good content. But is that the best way to really go about things? Obviously, the answer to that is a massive no. So instead of trying to make a bowl of dirt taste good, I need to focus on trying to make something that people actually find tasty on a basic level, like a simple bowl of vanilla ice cream, which is just a simple video with all the vital ingredients that would make someone enjoy it and want to come back for more again and again. And once I can do that, then I can add the toppings, things like transitions, B-roll, sound effects, music, making incredible thumbnails, which won't distract from, but will instead enhance my content because it's already fundamentally good. But what are the vital ingredients that go into a simple video? In other words, what are the things that if I don't do will end up resulting in a bowl of dirt? Well, lucky for us, I found an ingredients list for a simple bowl of vanilla ice cream. Let's take a look. So the first thing on the list is a good idea. Now, I'm not talking about Mr. Beast viral video types of ideas, but just something that's good, something that speaks to your audience's problems, goals, interests, and wants. The best simplistic videos I've seen without all the extra toppings do this very, very well. And if we check back in with the ice cream metaphor, the videos that have a good idea present you with an ice cream flavor that you actually want to eat. Like for me, peppermint with chocolate chip, as opposed to pickle flavored ice cream. No one wants to eat that. Seriously, get it away from me. So then following this logic, we need to come up with ideas for our content, our desserts, that our audience would actually want to consume. You know, flavors that thousands of people would line up at your door just to taste it. Don't try and sell pickled flavored ice cream. Nobody, except for maybe a few weirdos, are gonna wanna eat that. But the first big step to that is knowing who your audience is so you can understand what flavors they like to eat. And I truly believe what we just talked about to be the fundamental, the foundational pillar that goes into every single great YouTube video that gets thousands, if not millions of views on this platform. But that being said, even if you have a great idea and you know who your audience is, you still have to execute on that idea. You know, you can have the idea to make a triple choc fudge ice cream that tastes delicious, but because of your lack of skill and technical knowledge, you still end up producing a bowl of dirt. So what do we do to avoid this? Well, the good simple videos, you know, the bowls of vanilla ice cream, all had one thing in common, and that is that they had high quality information delivered confidently. Or for entertainment-based videos, they had a really good story that was engaging. In other words, the creators knew their stuff and knew how to present it in an easy to digest way. Now we'll talk more about structure soon, but the only way you can have this high quality of information in your videos is through thorough planning and research. This means doing the work, finding useful, accurate information that your audience will value. This also means getting good resources and getting well versed on the topic you're about to speak on. Look, from personal experience, the more knowledgeable and confident you are on a subject, the better your video is going to be. Now, for entertainment-based videos, I think it's more about planning out your story and having a through line going through the video that makes it easy to follow. And also brainstorming engaging ideas to do throughout your video to keep your audience interested. And honestly, if you look at creators like MrBeast and Ryan Trahan, they do this very, very, very well. Now, these really great simple videos also made them very easy to digest. You know, their ice cream wasn't clumpy, it wasn't frozen solid. You know, it's really smooth, it's silky, it goes down easy. They present all the right information at the right time, which makes it easy to follow along and also keeps me interested and engaged throughout the video. And usually the structure isn't too complicated. You know, it's just an introduction, a brief setup maybe, the key points, and then a conclusion. And that's all that's needed to keep you engaged and to make it easy to follow along throughout the video. Now, story-based videos, on the other hand, just followed a simple story structure, and that was all that was needed to keep me engaged in these videos if they executed that well. Now, we haven't even touched on the actual filming of the video, and honestly, I'm gonna say something a little bit controversial here. I do not think that video quality and lighting are vital ingredients to a good video. You know, I've seen many good videos with high quality information, with really poor lighting, with framing that's awkward, that's basically filmed on a potato, and I loved those videos for the people that were in them and the information that was in them. But that being said, there's one thing that I simply cannot ignore, and that is bad audio. It's kind of like having the ice cream without the cream. It's just ice and it's not really that good. Although I do like eating ice, a bit of a weirdo. The good thing is here, you don't need like a fancy microphone. You just need something on a basic level that will improve your audio quality, even if you're filming on a phone. Just get the microphone as close to you as possible and avoid background noise. You know, basic common sense stuff. If you had a bunch of noisy workers and trucks in the background, your video is gonna be pretty hard to sit through for pretty much anyone. Now, the only other thing that would reduce a really high quality bowl of vanilla ice cream into a bowl of dirt is your lack of energy and your poor presentation skills. Now, don't panic here. You don't need to be on the hype level of MrBeast or deliver a TEDx talk, but audiences are more engaged by higher energy performances. Like, just imagine that there was the greatest single piece of information that was gonna change your life, but it was delivered in the most monotone, deadpan voice that was so boring. You probably wouldn't pay attention to that information and you'd click out of the video super fast. In fact, the reason why I haven't uploaded in over a month is because I scrapped an entire video I was working on because I realized my energy was just way too flat. It wasn't very engaging. Now, the level of energy that we need to be at is going to be different for everyone, and I've seen a wide variety work really well. But the general rule of thumb that I've found is that you need to be at about your 7 or 8 out of 10, even if you're presenting educational content. Again, this is your 7 or 8 out of 10, and it's only gonna improve over time. And if we can keep our energy like this throughout our videos, our audience is gonna be far more engaged and enjoy our content and the high quality of information that we're gonna be presenting to them. And if you're trying to tell a story, you best make sure your energy is pretty high. Now, of course, high energy doesn't mean squat if people cannot understand what you're saying. So you need to work on your presentation skills, you know, your articulation and the clarity of what you say. Those two things, energy and presentation skills, are really two of the most vital things that go into a good, simple video. Now, once we have all our vital ingredients, put them into a bowl, all we have to do is mix them together, and the mixing is the editing. Now, this does not have to be super advanced. In fact, if you have high quality information delivered with high presentation skills and high energy with a good idea, you don't even need any advanced editing. Just very simple stuff, putting the footage together, cutting out any bad takes, and that's all that's needed. Seriously, look at people like Meet Kevin. I mean, he's a bit of a unicorn, but he just sits in front of a camera and talks for like 20 minutes straight, uploads that video straight to YouTube, no cuts. But because he has high quality information, it's delivered with high energy and a really, really good presentation style, people are just engaged by his content and they love it, getting hundreds of thousands of views with each upload. So easy to make, but because he puts that work in, he has a really, really tasty bowl of vanilla ice cream. Now, as a graphic designer, I would love to include thumbnails into the vital ingredients list, But honestly, I think titles matter even more. Obviously, they work together to get that click, but ultimately I find that most of my viewing decisions on YouTube come from reading the titles. The good ones communicate to me what the video is about, you know, the value of it and why I should care. Me on a personal level with my interests, my goals, my wants. Why I should click on that video. For example, with the bowl of ice cream, if we were to put that in a box and title it, "This is a bowl of dirt," like I don't want a bowl of dirt, so I'm not gonna click on it. You need to tell me that it's peppermint fudge ice cream and I'm gonna open that box, rip it open and devour it. You need to title your video appropriately. If you have a really good idea and you title it very simply that tells me what that idea is and it's relevant to me, I'm gonna click on the video. It's that simple. Now we've almost made our bowl of ice cream, but I think there's two more things that we need to add in order to make this dish complete. And that is focus and organization. Focus relates to the general themes and topics that your channel covers. It's kind of like a dessert restaurant, if that's a thing. The most successful ones are going to have a focus to their menu. They're not going to cover every single dessert on the planet. They're going to be really focused in on one kind of dessert and do that really well. If they do that, they're gonna have a really dedicated audience that's gonna come to them to have that dessert because they know that they have what they like. And more than that, because they have slight variations of the same kind of dessert, their audience is more willing to try everything on their menu. You know, if they had a million different things, an audience member might just want a bowl of ice cream and not want to have any of the other desserts on the menu. That's not good for your channel. So then if we focus our channels in on a specific topic or general themes, we're gonna have repeat viewers and a much more engaged, dedicated audience. So, focus! Now I threw in organization into the vital ingredients list because if we can't produce regular content, then our audience, who loves what we make and wants to consume it, simply can't consume it if we don't have any more there. It'd kind of be like if they love our vanilla ice cream, but we have none in the freezer because we're not organized enough, then they can't eat it. Now, I am certainly guilty of this. I haven't uploaded a video in pretty much over a month, but I am working on getting more organized, getting better systems put in place so I can produce regular content that my audience, that you guys love. And that, my friends, is all you need to make a nice tasty bowl of vanilla ice cream. And once we can do that, have a simple piece of content that people really enjoy, then we can work on adding these toppings to it to make it even tastier, to get you hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views and the results you deserve. Thanks for watching, and quickly before I leave you, I just launched 2 new gigs on Fiverr. One where I'll make a custom deluxe thumbnail for you, and another one where I'll edit your video. So if you like the style in this video, I can do the same for you. And I'd love to work with you. But if that's not your thing, that's okay. All I ask from you is to just click that like button. And if you're interested, click subscribe, help me to get to 1,000 subscribers and get one step closer to buying my mum a house. And if you do that, thank you very much. And I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.